At this time, the person who was sent to grab the medicine came back. According to Charlie's request, the dried and dehydrated medicinal materials alone cost more than 20 kilograms. Charlie said, "Come on, divide these medicines into 4 parts, put each part in a casserole, add 10 liters of water, and boil it on high heat for 1 hour. Then mix the 4 parts of the soup together, and cook for another half an hour, and finally 40 liters of water. Boil it to a liter." After speaking, Charlie said to Fredman, "When the medicine is ready, and Mr. Wei has enough urine, you will have 1 liter of medicine and 1 liter of urine. Drink the urine first, then the medicine, understand?" Fredman was really crying. 2 liters in one breath? 1 liter of Chinese herbal medicine that is so bitter to death, and 1 liter of the old master's urine, which is probably too bad, is absolutely terrible. However, in order to cure his own roots, he did not dare to bargain. Instead, he asked, "Mr. Wade, can you drink the medicine first and then drink the urine? In this case, the medicine will have a strong taste, and you won't be able to taste it after drinking urine." "What are you kidding?" Charlie said contemptuously. "Drinking first, of course you have to drink the urine first, and then drink the medicine. You are upside down, is it urine inducement or not?" But after only a moment, he wanted to understand the truth in Charlie's words. Since urine is a drug primer, it must be used to induce drugs. That is, he must drink urine first. However, 1 liter is too much. Fredman felt his head as big as a fight when he thought of this. Charlie smiled and said at this time, "This matter can't be delayed. If you really suck it up by yourself, don't blame me for not saving you." Fredman shuddered in shock, and blurted out, "Okay. I listen to you." Charlie nodded and said to Yangjung, "Mr. Wei, please drink more water first, and also, quickly arrange for someone to boil the medicine." How dare Yangjung nod? He hurriedly nodded and said, "Mr. Wade, don't worry, I'll go drink more water." Fredman sighed, already admitting his fate. To him, healing the fester is more important than anything else. Charlie was particularly happy at this time. To treat Fredman's ulcer, what kind of pee and the most bitter thing are important. As long as a little bit of medicine dregs is removed from the pills he refined before, he can heal his fester. The reason why he told him that he was asked to use Yangjung's urine as a medicine was to cheat him. After a while, the entire Wei family was filled with the extremely bitter taste of traditional medicine, and the bitter throat was dry and mouth astringent after just smelling it. It was hard to imagine how uncomfortable it would be to drink it. A few large pots of water were boiled on a high fire and boiled into a liter of concentrated black medicinal soup, which looked no different from oil. Yangjung hadn't returned yet after the herbal soup was boiled. Fredman was waiting anxiously, so he ordered someone to urge him. Yangjung has worked hard. He is old and his kidney is not good. It is really painful to drink so much water in one breath and force himself to urinate. After waiting for another 20 minutes, Yangjung finally made up 1 liter and hurried in, clutching his nose. "Mr. Wade, 1 liter of urine is enough." Charlie was afraid that the smell would suffocate him, so he immediately stayed away, clutching his nose, and said to Fredman, "Come on, drink this first, and then drink the medicine." "Okay." Fredman nodded hurriedly. The severe pain there made him realize that this matter was urgent, so he did not dare to delay, and directly took the big bottle of orange liquid from Yangjung's hands. Barena on the side looked nauseous. Seeing Fredman want to drink this thing, he immediately involuntarily remembered his licking of the urinal in the Brilliant Club. Every time he thinks about it, he will inevitably want to nauseate. Fredman also wanted to vomit. Yangjung, this bad old master, was really willing to give it to him. With a large cup of 1 liter, the liquid level was even a few millimeters higher than the scale of 1 liter. But when he thought that this thing could save his life, he didn't dare to delay a little bit. He hurriedly picked it up, closed his eyes, gritted his teeth, and directly poured it down. In an instant, the inside of Fredman's mouth exploded, and the whole mouth and nose were filled with a strong odor. He just wanted to vomit when he was sick. Gulp gulp. Fredman almost couldn't hold back, almost vomiting out, but because of fear of affecting the effect of the medicine, he hurriedly covered his mouth and swallowed again. The others are almost throwing up. The situation of this grandson at this moment, and the rich second generation who grabbed shush tea on YouTube some time ago, is really a match. Fredman drank it, wiped his mouth, and hurriedly said, "Where is the medicine? Quick! Give it to me." Charlie took a liter of thick black medicinal soup from the hand of his servant, and sprinkled in his fingertips a little bit of scraps that had just been picked from the pill. Afterwards, he smiled and brought the medicinal soup to Fredman, and said with a smile, "Come on, Fredman, please." There was a strong smell in Fredman's mouth. At this moment, he couldn't wait to cover up with a little other smell, so he picked up the soup and took a big sip. This mouthful of medicinal soup hardly fainted him bitterly. He had never tasted anything so bitter in his life. It was so damn bitter, like 10,000 bottles of licorice slices melted into this bowl of medicinal soup. And this medicinal soup is not only bitter, but it also burns badly. The tongue that burned in the mouth became numb, and then the whole mouth was numb. Drinking into the whole stomach feels like drinking sulfuric acid, burning uncomfortable.